Either way, I'm a fail. I really am. It really. I mean, I've known it for a couple of years, but just and I'm not gonna say, oh, people let me know in a certain way what they are gonna say would just like fucking shock me. It doesn't even shock me. I guess it's in person, it does, but it does actually no, it does shock me. But it's like I'm standing looking at certain event that happen. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? And it's like I don't know whether to laugh or like fucking confront that individual because it's just so absurd, like racist, child molester, hypocrite. Those were the three things that went on today. It's like I'm in neither of those things, man. And the hypocrite was based on racism, and I'm like, listen, all right, you know what? I'll take like a test to like to see how my mind is. If I'm a bigot or a bias, I'm narrow-minded and I'm a hateful individual. I stereotype, generalize. I mean, I do have some generalizations I play with, mess around, but it's like I don't really believe in that. Generalization exists for a reason because majority of a certain group of individuals from a certain culture act the same way or practice the same things in life. But I don't think everybody is just like that, and I don't mean it in a menacing mean way. And also, one individual chimed in, well, your mother would say otherwise. Marina over there. Actually, that one was for, I think, was abuse or violence or something like that. And I was trying to say, well, I'm not a violent person, in our thoughts, this and the other thing. And it was just like, well, Marina, my mother, right? She's physically abusive. And also, it's like if it's a test, and I said it's a test. Why the fuck would anyone any care for what any opinion? And I was like, well, that person says I'm an asshole, so I guess I'm just a fucking asshole, right? I have no fucking argument whatsoever because that person says. Yeah. With this I mean, how the world is really. And I guess a lot of people just aren't really honest with this. Quantum communication. Mental messaging, mental thought, reading people's mind, channeling. People get attached to my mind. I know that, and they, for sure. I don't know how. It's like I was, I filmed two squirrels, and around my here, and someone started messing with mine, just fucking haunting me again, like taunting my fucking mind. And I know that person got cool, calm, and quiet when I started actually talking about this stuff and about this and the other. How people were just not hypocritical, they're already honest, this and the other thing. And saying we didn't know who you were, so why the fuck are you getting my fucking mind? Also, and I always said, and I'm gonna say, maybe I should have a negative mind. It's like, are you gonna be honest in like in your mind? Or are you gonna fuck lie about some other stuff? How do I know who you are? And yeah, it really is. It's disturbing. It's a disorder. Like I don't want to get in anybody's mind, read their minds, read their soul, their past experiences. As I said, it's like one person, on my drive from like I went to buy tobacco. This person said, "Oh, you're really annoying us." Annoying you, like it's just also it's like I don't know who the fuck you are. I'm just thinking something in my mind, and you're probably tapping in my fucking thoughts. How am I fucking on? Also, it's like I'm annoying you. Imagine the thing I go through. I have a thought. It's like a memory of a picture, a memory, or like a memory, and like fucking there's always someone that interprets that memory, and he talks about that person in that particular time. Is that fucking on? Just fucking frustrating and shit. It's also like I don't fucking know who the fuck you are. Who the fuck are you telling me I'm fucking annoying with fucking thinking? And like I said, there was one person on Tiny Chat. This guy actually said it was like, yeah, it is true, clairvoyance and other quantum communication. But he said you have to have an emotional kind of not so emotional attachment, but it's a very loose, broad term. Like I might have emotional attachment to squirrels. Someone have an emotional attachment to squirrels, and they tap in. So I understand that. But a lot of times, I'm on the highway. I think someone else just, like I see somebody and we could tap into each other's minds based on certain kind of emotions. That's another thing. But it's neither here nor there. But it's a disturbance, a disorder. And it's like I don't know if I tap into some people's minds and like I get in their minds with whatever I'm doing today, this and the other thing. But these individuals, they're like very like mental stalkers, and it's harassment actually. Harassment, it just it is beyond fucking, not just annoying, frustrating, and it really creates a sense of aggravation. It really does. Like imagine not having a clear thought to yourself. I lack concentration. I stumble, I drop things a lot. A couple times, like and it's really true. It's the I'm gonna say you are evil. You really are. Because you're right, you hate me for like having being empathetic, whatever reason. Because I like squirrels, stuff drops and things break. People could do people could do that too. They did that multiple times. But also creates this certain kind of disorder inside me. Like I can't focus like I want to, or when I focus, like whenever I'm doing something I need, it stresses me. And even a shower, it's like it's these people just fucking chiming in at me. Also, maybe now from a logical perspective, maybe someone they practice like I don't know, a hot cold shower, and they do the same thing. But a lot of people just they put me down. And yeah, it's it's just this thing I had today. And it's like, oh, this go on YouTube. People let me know, oh, you gotta YouTube yourself because like they will see it a certain way. I'm myself, not my YouTube. I'm not doing that. First of all, I don't have space on my phone. I don't give a fuck about that shit. I really don't. And yeah, another part. I was driving from again the tobacco before I chimed in, and this individual said you're annoying me. And before that, like a couple miles before that, I was it's a term called you're seven, which means that you or they're seven, they're stupid, and it is a violation of a number numerology. If you think about numerology, numbers, it is whether what symbol you appropriate to, it's a number. It's it's a foundation fabric of the universe. If you think about it, mathematics. I mean, it's not just engineering mathematics. Like miles, not just miles. There's so much out. I mean, weight. I mean, we go in different mediums, paradigms to classify things. I mean, you talk about the solar system. It's based on math. And whoever you people, those people are, these seven like define stupid people. I mean, it's degraded the number seven. It's beyond. Just it's degenerate what it really is. There was one person that chimed in. He said we think it's illegal. I mean, legality of like illegal, like spiritual illegal. I would say it's immoral and ethical, especially immoral. It does violate. I mean, the sanctity of the sanctity of just not just math, but anything that this world, Earth, universe as a whole. I mean, you want to degrade something like that, and it goes with just people. It's like they don't have a sense, intellectual sense, a sense of respect. Actually, really, what it is. In the bigger scheme of things, you think about the numerology, not just number seven, everything else. How how big are you to look down on something that just it's not even should be it's undefined. Always be here. It's a principle. Think about that. Is that a form of arrogance, or you just you just a wasteful waste of a person of a being?